So this is the project after you have completed the first video. So this project will show when you click the green flag and move the glass into the different colored spaces, it will show the different states of matter. Now we're going to continue, we're going to use this and just going to make it a bit more because we haven't used variables yet. So we're going to come down here and click on variables, and here we have color and temperature. We're just going to do the color one now. So click on make the tick appear next to color, and then you get the little variable box here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come down, we're going to just add some few extra condition boxes here. So let's just separate them out, and we're going to add a few more. So at the moment it links to the actual real colors but doesn't use the variable. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out of here. So when it touches the blue, I want to set the color variable to the word blue. Okay, so when it touches the blue, I'm going to change this variable to blue. All right, now I'm going to go and I'm going to get another if statement. All right, and now let me just make sure these aren't linked together. I'm going to go down to my variable, and I can click and I can drag these out. Okay, I'm going to come down to operators, the green ones, and I'm going to get this equal sign. So I want to say if my color variable equals the word blue, this is now the condition. So if, and I can put this box inside. So if my color variable equals blue, I want to show the costume as ice. Okay, so still using the color, but it's now taken into account, we're now using the variable as well, which is the thing we were learning about in our lessons, the variable. So if touching blue, it changes the variable to say blue, and then if the variable blue has the word blue in it, then it changes to the costume. Now we're going to do the same for the other colors. So I'm going to pull the costume out, make that one up. I'm going to go down to variables again. So if it's touching white, I want to set the variable of color to the word white, and I'm going to get another condition, and I'm going to get that equal sign again, equals, and for my variables, I'm going to get that color block and put it in there. So if the variable color equals the word white, put that in there, then I'm going to change the costume to show water. So if touching blue, it changes the variable to the word blue. If the color variable is the word blue, then it changes costume. If it touches white, it changes the variable color to the word white. If the variable color equals the word white, it changes the look of the character to water. Okay, now I need to do the last one now. So if touching red, I want to set the variable color to the word red, and then if, let me get the equal sign, back to the variables, put that box in. If the variable color equals the word red, put that in there, then change to show the costume of Steam, and I'm going to put that at the bottom. So these are all if conditions. So remember, if touching blue, change the variable color to the word blue. If the variable color equals the word blue, show the glass as ice. And then this next for the white, if touching white, set the color variable to the word white. If the color variable equals white, then switch the costume to show water. And last at the bottom, if touching red, change the color variable to the word red. If the color variable equals the word red, change the costume to show the Steam. And all of this, you see underneath each other, all of this goes inside our forever loop. Remember, we're using our forever loop. So that it keeps on checking for these things over and over and over again. Okay, and remember, you need to have the green flag at the top to start everything running. So green flag. So you see at the moment the variable at the top says white because we're touching the white. If I move it over, still touching white. If I move it over into blue, see the color variable changes to blue. So the color variable equals blue here, equals blue, so it changes to look. If I move back to white, the variable changes back to white. If I move back to red, it will change the variable to red. So now when you're doing the same thing, but now we're using a variable. The variable is just the name of the color that is appearing on. So we're now starting to use variables in our code.